So always good to add a bit of core factor to your story, and there's a Picasso there. And there's a very unique standalone story, classic masterpiece, Picasso, all online for the world to see free. And this is Burston, where I used to live. I just dropped my son off, and you can see my ex-wife, Shay Fraternal, far in Burston. Big police council, Doctor Who collaboration. Inspector Numbnuts Bunton, Mr. Fix-It, Liar Liar, Pants on Fire. Getting two blatant lies from a police inspector, far bigger than Plebgate, Diss SS Police. It's the local mafia, it's the local mob, Norfolk Bacon SS, Windsor Gestapo, it's the local Nazis. But no Black Cat copycat, Black Cat of Burston, Son of Sam. Black Panther, serial killer here, Africa, Diss, Norwich and Sandringham. No black wizard here in a Volvo estate, Ollie there, he's got the Royal motorhome now. He did have a very good old Volvo 960, all current out, he'd spent a lot of money on. But it weren't, he got a new caravan, and he got a big Mercedes to pull it because the Volvo weren't quite man enough for the caravan. So he said, Johnny, if you give me the scrap value for it, £150, I'd like to see it go to a good home. That's too good to scrap. So Volvo 960, 6'6" in the back, and had all curtains in it, all curtained out. They do go to air shows and everything. And I'd got £100 stereo in it, £20 worth of fuel. He just hadn't long spent £287 on the brakes, so real bargain for £150. Was my home on wheels. I'd just become too marked to drive, and I didn't fancy becoming a Volvo estate barbecue. So that was Ollie who lived there. And we did have Clive Howard, nightcrawler stalker, serial rapist. 15 miles from here, Stowe Market, riding around in a red Volvo estate, unchecked for over 28 years, abducting women and young girls, and did have CCTV footage of his car in Norwich. Ipswich, Cambridgeshire, again Clive Howard, motor mechanic, Stowe Market. A nightcrawler stalker, serial rapist. And the furthest white one has got 17 on it. Again, no Black Panther, Sandringham serial killer here. Not me leaving the body of a 17-year-old sex trafficked gal on the Royal Sandringham Estate killing fields. Late Prince Philip's favourite hunter now. See Prince Harry the Spare for details. And that is a Peugeot there. Again, sombre, autonomy of a crime. No woolly hat, serial killer here. Africa, Diss, Norwich and Sandringham. There was a woolly hat serial rapist in France, unchecked for over 30 years, based on actual events. Plenty of women and young girls sexually abused and raped, riding around in a silver Peugeot. And this is Steph's car, that is a Peugeot 207, but no woolly hat, serial killer here. And that is where the first bungalow here on the left is where the Burston supervisor lives, Granswick Crown Chicken managers, Garth, Scott and Deborah, Tricky Ricky Martin. And monster lies did cost me my job on nights, then on days, led to my suspension, 15-day bogus investigation that I had no say in, and then my immediate dismissal. Again, Granswick Crown Chicken managers, Garth, Scott and Deborah, Tricky Ricky Martin. Supervisors, Tim Connor, Vida, Burston supervisor, who just lives here on the left. Team leaders, engineers, Discount and Road Assassins, big police SS collaboration. Real cutting room jigsaw traps, only get your throat slit like a chicken's neck. And there was a Granswick bacon butcher in Hull who did abduct, kidnap, rape, butcher and murder, Libby Squire, young UEA student. But no Granswick Crown Chicken managers, Garth, Scott and Deborah, Tricky Ricky Martin. No Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B. No Red Car Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, Sutcliffe Steve Wright. Wayne Cousins, Brady Huntley, Fred West. Black Cat Copycat, Black Cat of Burston, Son of Sam. Black Panther, serial killer here. Clockwork Orange, Norwich train station, mountain bike rapist. Again, I was on a woman's black Dutchy bike, given away free to a good home on the Burston Gisson Road, not far from here, Gregson's Two Fishers Art Garden. And the man following the woman at Norwich train station, younger than me, had a hoodie on. He was on a mountain bike, and I was on a woman's black Dutchy bike, certainly wasn't me, fully on camera, Norwich City Centre. Norwich Cathedral, Macehold Heath, overlooking Norwich, where I was parked between two cameras. So no Peter Cook Cambridge, blonde wig, black rapist mask, no OJ Simpson. Black Sandringham serial killer gloves in my backpack, and that one's got Scotland Yard on it, and 21. Again, they certainly will pay to make you disappear. Has been a silver Ford Focus during the rains in Diss recently. And there are plenty of guns for hire, always those who'll do other people's dirty work, and others who'll do anything for money, drugs and alcohol. And crews on my frame, fixed tail. Diss Norwich Safewild, North Norfolk Coast, Derbyshire in the Lake District. That one's got fire on it. Again, you can see my ex-wife, Schaefer Tunnel, fire in Burston, Big Police Council. Doctor Who collaboration. Again, Inspector Numbnuts Bunton, Mr. Fix-It, Liar Liar Pants on Fire. Simon Bailey Don't Cry, and his blonde host plainclothes lover, not true detective. That's St John's House there. That's the kind of place that you would be detained in if I was a mad, deranged, insane, demon possessed, Jekyll and Hyde, number 21 or number 23. Serial killer, Africa, Diss, Norwich and Sandringham. Really don't think so. I did go for a job there when I lived at Burston, but I had more bogus diagnoses on my medical report than anyone who was detained there. And here's a very good crime drama, The Suspect. And number 21 was very special to the lad in the crime drama Suspect. His dad drove a number 21 bus who was falsely set up as a paedophile. His dad then committed suicide and blew himself up. So him and his brother, who was a plumber, they took revenge on everyone who'd played a part in their dad's demise. And there's no body parts or explosives in the Diss Mason Council. White Lodge, Rackham's Bathroom, Adams Golden, Peacock Plumbing. You certainly can see Burston Mill. There's a lorry now coming out from Burston Mill. Diss Skull and Road Assassins. All full of mad monster lies, bogus diagnoses and death threats, but no Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B. No Red Car, Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, Sutcliffe, Steve Wright, Wayne Kissons. Brady Huntley, Fred West. And the big Diss Norfolk UK, precision engineered, black box, serial killer frame, FIX Assassination. Is sealed with 7 monster lies, 7 bogus diagnoses. Now even Harry Houdini could escape from. That one's got Nazis on it. There was a white pickup that just went past. No Diss Lawnmower Man here, and that's a Kraken Watch, the True Detectives. Matthew McDonaghy, Woody Hallington. The Lawnmower Man does ride around in a white pickup abducting children and young girls, satanic serial killer. And that is based on actual events. If you look up Voice True Detectives or The Real True Detective, and that is disclosed in police interviews and statements, how people transform during satanic ritual abuse and sacrifices when they become host to ET demonic entities and demon spirits. So Norfolk Bacon SS wins a Gestapo, so local Nazis will set you up with the biggest Monster Lies, biggest Dr. Death SS, Silver Bullet Whom Kitson, Bogus Diagnoses, use everyone as a weapon against you. And that is a very good film. Denzel Washington, The Pelican Brief, and that's where a lawyer called Morgan is assassinated and two Supreme High Court judges are standing in the way of a $1 billion oil contract. And Julia, I think that's Julia Roberts, she plays the journalist who uncovers the truth that they are assassinations. And anyone who knows the truth, the Pelican Brief, gets disappeared, gets blown up or assassinated for exposing the truth. And we have got one big EU, NATO, Russia, Ukraine, big oil and gas war. And again, Dr. Kelly did warn the UK, you are going to war based on a big monster lie. There are no weapons of mass destruction. And then Dr. Kelly turned up dead. An assassination can be made to look like suicide. In the Pelican Brief, the lawyer Morgan, his assassination was made to look like a suicide, and Dr. Kelly was found in a wood with his wrist slit. So if I'm ever found in the woods with my wrist slit or hanging from a tree, you can know 100% it wasn't me, it wasn't suicide. And they certainly will make more than your social media accounts disappear for exposing the truth. But Dr. Kelly standing in the way of big military oil reconstruction contracts, blood money. And that's again all we've seen over the last few years. Anyone exposing the truth, the proof, the evidence and the facts, banned, blocked, deleted, punished by big tech, social media, big government, big pharmacy, big media. Follow the money. And there's a very interesting hearing at the moment in America, Dr. McCulloch and co. So there are some good revelations that have coming out that the corrupt powers to be do not want you to know and do not want you to see. Like, so I did upload a video of a red Porsche recently that had LA 17 on it, so definitely a story there. See the sun in LA, USA, Hotel California, 17-year-old gal found dead on New Year's Day, Royal Sandringham Estate killing fields, late Prince Philip's favourite hunter now. See the sun in LA for details. When I uploaded it to YouTube, YouTube burnt down my 3 biggest YouTube channels that had no strikes. Over 1,500 videos full of the truth, the proof, the evidence and the facts. Freedom of speech and expression, freedom of choice. For uploading one video of a red Porsche. And again, they certainly will make more than your social media accounts disappear for exposing the truth. And they certainly do hunt more than birds of prey on the Royal Sandringham Estate killing fields, late Prince Philip's favourite hunting area. And again, there is a very good film, Denzel Washington, The Fallen, which is also based on actual events, when a deadly demonic serial killer demon spirit goes from host to host, but no host for AZAZEL here. Plenty of hosts in Diss Norfolk UK in high places. Like to play games, have their fun, see if they can set you up to get you done in or boxed up, locked up, throw away the key. Again, there's a 22-year catch-22, complete abuse of power, position, authority and influence in public office. So it's always a very tough call when it's all people in positions of power, authority and influence, and they are the ones setting you up with the biggest monster lies and the biggest bogus diagnoses. 7 monster lies, 7 bogus diagnoses. They want everyone to believe are true, but never the case 39 on all accounts. And all to cover up high crimes, royal blue murder, certainly not mine. Again, see Prince Harry the Spare for details, and that is the word that came off the Royal Sandringham Estate, Killenfields, late Prince Philip's favourite hunter now. There was a black Volvo 960 just went past at the junction up there, the crossroads. But no black wizard here, and a Volvo estate, no host for AZAZEL here. And there's a very good film, The Pledge. Jack Nicholson, giant of a man, rides around in a black Volvo estate abducting children and young girls, called The Wizard. The No Sandringham serial killer, black wizard terrorist, Diss Shooter. And another very good watch, also based on actual events, is Deliver Us From Evil, where a load of painter and decorators, plasterers, all become demon possessed in the Bronx in New York. But again, no mad, deranged, insane, demon possessed, Jekyll and Hyde. Number 21 or number 23, serial killer here, Africa, Diss, Norwich and Sandringham. I really don't think so. So the local bonbons, the local knobs and Nazis, again, will set you up with the biggest monster lies, biggest bogus diagnoses. Again, set you up as a Roy White and White van man, Christian B. And Roy Whiten was beaten and stabbed up in prison recently. Diss Mason Council, White Lodge, a local mafia, it's a local mob. And Christian B, also back in the news recently regarding the Madeleine McCann case. It's been going on for over 20 years, and they have just allocated more money to continue the investigation. And there was a man recently released from prison who had spent 38 years in prison for a murder he didn't commit. And Russell Brand, he's just recently appeared in court for alleged rape and sexual assaults dating back 20 and 25 years. So a crime is a crime whenever it's committed, unless it's a high royal blue crime, New Year's Day fine, September blue murder, certainly not mine. That was a black Picasso there with number 10 on it, with go on it. You certainly do have to go, run, fly, disappear, because they will box you up, lock you up, throw away the key, bury you alive down the longest, deepest, darkest, blackest hole where all the monsters are. But no monster here, or they certainly will get you done in. Again, cruise on my frame fixed tail in Diss, Norwich, Suffolk, North Norfolk coast, Derbyshire and the Lake District, all looking to bag a framed fixed black cat. They'll certainly set you up as a black panther, serial killer on the loose, to be hunted, box caged, assassinated, disappeared, boxed up one way or another, or set you up as a mad, deranged, insane, demon possessed, black killer, dog, wolf, Wolfman, Dogman, Norfolk, Wolf Creek. So again, some people like their blood sport, other people their blood money, human hunting. And that's another lorry from Burston Mill. Again, you can see Burston Mill, Pages and Co, Diss Skelton Road Assassins, Diss Woodyard, Parish Fields, Not So Healthy Centre. All related, one big black axe hatchet job, saw trap in Diss Norfolk UK, but no Roy White and White van man, Christian B, Red Car Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, Sutcliffe Steve Wright, Wayne Cousins, Brady Huntley, Fred West, Black Panther, serial killer here, I really don't think so. And again, Clockwork Orange, no Clockwork Orange, Norwich train station, mountain bike rapist, child 44, black wizard terrorist, Diss Shooter. No Blitz Limey, MPGP cop, ex-wife killer. No Breaking Bad, gun runner, drug dealer, woman beater, hoax bomb sender, Diss post office. No serial fire starter here. No underage rape, pregnancy, murder and burial, another big monster lie in Diss Norfolk UK. And no sex and donations, no Oxfam sex scandal here, Kisumu, Kenya. Big black cornerstone that came out of Africa. 7 monster lies and 7 bogus diagnoses a bill on, and that one's got 21 on it. Again, it is a good crime drama suspect. Don't get mad, get even, and they certainly did try and frame, fix and claim a great big suspect. Sutcliffe, Sandringham serial killer beard on me, but it will not fit. And all to cover up a high royal blue crime, New Year's Day find, September blue murder, and certainly not mine. So, as always, plenty of high crimes, Jack the Ripper crimes, castles, manor houses, UK's Devil Island, country estates, and certainly not mine. Now one's got, one's got mob on it and 666. So it says it all, JB, Johnny Botwright. Diss Mason Council, White Lodge, the local mafia, it's the local mob. All their cronies, spies and informers. Norfolk Bacon SS, Windsor Gestapos, the local Nazis, but again that is the name of the game. Set you up as a Roy White and White Van Man, a Christian B. A Red Carmichael Dunn, Michael Sands, to get you done in or boxed up, locked up, throw away the key. So always what you can capture in the moment, the corrupt powers to be do not want you to know, do not want you to see. And as always, Yahweh our Heavenly Father, the Lord Jesus Christ Joshua, certainly will help you expose the truth, all the monster lies, and a precision engineered black box serial killer frame FIX Assassination. Certainly have saved me, given me the insights, the understanding, and the revelations. Again, Prince of Darkness, ET hybrid host, Red Dragons, their high royal blue crime, blue murder, certainly not mine. Royal Sandringham estate killing fields, late Prince Philip's favourite hunting area. 17-year-old sex trafficked gal, abused and hunted, found dead on New Year's Day. And again, that is the word that came off the Royal Sandringham estate killing fields, loud and clear. Prince Harry's birthday present pie, rich boys loft pie, human hunting pie. Some people like their blood sport, human hunt. Bit like the film The Final Girl, rich boys loft pie, hunting young girls for blood sport. So their high royal blue crime, New Year's Day find, September blue murder. Certainly not mine, but they certainly used and set me up, framed and fixed me, used me as the spare and the fool guy, the scapegoat. So I was staying in a disused beach hut at Hitcham on the North Norfolk coast, 7 miles from Sandringham. But no nut in a Hitcham beach hut, Sandringham stock and strangler, serial killer here. And as always, that is a very good watch, Agatha Christie, the ABC murders, where there is a murder in a beach hut, but the man who was set up as the stock and strangler serial killer, it's not him at all. That's his aristocracy boss who was committing the murders.